Okay, so this is the part one of picking up my Christine. This is when I first got it delivered to my buddy's shop where I was storing it for a while. And this is just really me looking over it for the first time. So I'm going to let you guys enjoy the videos and pictures here so you could see it as I saw it for the first time, you know, in a fresh location. All right, it is time to get my Plymouth moved over to the new shop and out of storage in my buddy's backyard. So what I'm gonna do today is all these loose bits of mat and rust and things, I'm gonna try to get those out of here so when it's on the rollback, it won't be, you know, dropping debris all over the road and potentially on other vehicles. I guess I could show the car a little bit now. Well, there's the quarter panel all the way up on both sides. Obviously there's zero floor. You can see where the trunk is rotted out, where it's folding over. And try to get this closed. I think it was closed when I got the car, or at least shut down. No floors at all. I got a little bit of a transmission tunnel. I might save that and build my floors off of that. I'm not sure yet. It's pretty rough. We get all the doors open. There's no rockers. Even somebody tried to pry the speaker off for some reason. It's pretty rough, but you see all that dirt and stuff. I want to try to sweep all that out of here. Yeah, inner fenders are rotten. The eyebrows are rotten. The front valance is non-existent. It's pretty rough. I pulled one of the eyebrows out. It was not held in by anything, and I don't want to lose that. But I'm going to clean it up and get it ready to move. It's snowing a little bit, but the tow guy's on his way. I got the trunk closed. I got to throw a strap over that hood. But I got most of the loose stuff out of there, except for that jawbone. But it's ready to leave, off to the new shop. Such a cool car. over here stealing the doors off my parts car. Already got the other one off. I'm gonna use these seats too. But these dog legs down here are pretty good, so I'm gonna cut these off later and use those. Oh, it's a heavy door. All right, we got the parts door and a parts fender. All right, goal for today is to get this body squared up. I got one of the rockers screwed in with some self-tappers just to see how far off we are, and that took a little bit of prying and twisting, but I need to jack up the front to get that fender line good, and then I'm gonna put a different door on it and bring the door back because these doors are both, you know, they have massive gaps. But I've got a parts door that's square. So we're gonna start by trying to square up this side of the car, and then I'll move over to the other side, which is much worse. So I'm going to start on the easy side, try to get some shapes. So let's get going. I've got this gap looking pretty good. I've got a strap pulling the door all the way shut because it didn't want to shut all the way. I've got a strap pulling the quarter panel on that side in because it's out too far, pulling the jambs together. I've got this pried out and clamped in because the bottom of this quarter panel was in too far. Let's see what else. I got a piece of wood holding the front of the fender up because the front of the fender was sagging down too much. But now I got that looking better. Let's see. I got, obviously, the board holding the hood up because the hood hinges are undone. But I jacked up the front of the car and put this piece of metal in here because the core support's rotted. So that'll hold the front end of the car up where it kind of belongs. It's temporary. But again, oh, I just tripped on the jack. I just want to get the body lines looking good. When the body lines are good, I can kind of weld fender washers on the corners, and that'll hold this side together. Then I'll move over to the other side, do the same thing, get the gaps right, weld fender washers in it, and then I can get inside and build a cage because I know my body is square. Right now, my body's not square at all. But we'll get it. It's looking better. All right, I got fender washers welded to this. The gaps are looking pretty good. What a mess. Got the jack underneath the door here to bring this dog leg out where it belongs because it's really sunk in, so I can get this rocker put in place and then get the replacement door on here. And then we'll see where we're at. Man, this car is crunchy. I've got the passenger side kind of jacked up with a piece of a jack stand and the dog leg of the A-pillar to kind of twist the door into place, and I got some washers welded in. But if I let the jack down, the door wants to buckle, so I've got that pulled in with a strap at the bottom of the dog leg, and I'm about to weld that piece of strap bar to the original body mount up into the inner kick panel to hopefully hold that up and out. And then I'll get the fender on. I've got the back of the 59 fender. I'll get the fender on and add some washers to that to get those gaps right. But I've got quite the interesting mess going on in here, but it'll all make sense eventually. Once I get everything, you know, all the gaps adjusted and everything squared up the way I want it, then I'll cut all this old nasty floor out and start building my inner structure. And it'll all make sense when it's done, I promise. It's a mess now, but I have an idea. Okay, I got some washers welded in. Get my gaps looking a little better. Down along the bottom too on the new rocker. Again, the rocker's just screwed in on the back, and I just screwed a piece of plate in there too to kind of you know, get an idea of what I'm looking at here. A little inspiration. This is a 59 front fender, so I had to cut the nose off because it wouldn't fit on the original core support. I might use that and put the 58 front end on that fender. Well, it just depends on, you know, what kind of parts I can find. But I got the gaps on this side looking better. Next I'll do the hood and the front of that fender, obviously. And then I can start cutting and bracing in here, get all this done, hopefully. So that'll be the next challenge. So that's it for part one. I never intended to make a long form video, so it's a little messy, but I'm gonna do better to make sure I document it properly for future videos. So, you know, hope you guys will watch along and enjoy the build, and it should be a lot of fun. I appreciate anybody who watched this video.